Today we're going to talk about something called the Winter Storm Severity Index, developed by the National Weather Service. It's an assessment of the societal impacts of winter storms that are not included in your typical watch or warning. Now, we all know that every storm is different. A couple inches of snow falling on a Saturday afternoon is a lot different than that same snow falling during a weekday rush hour. The index takes things like traffic accidents, tree damage, school closures and flight cancellations, anything that can affect everyday life, all into consideration, and then plot those impacts on a map. The impacts are rated from no impacts all the way to extreme impacts, which would include things like severe property damage, life-saving actions needed, and extreme disruptions to everyday life. This allows forecasters, emergency management, and the public to make informed decisions in preparing for an upcoming winter storm.